Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And that's right, that's another support video for you guys. And today I'm playing Karma, and Karma is still ridiculously powerful, but you have to build her correctly first of all, and you have to play her correctly. There's a lot of different things about Karma you need to know because of, how to use which empowered ability and all that kind of stuff. So there's timestamps in the description if you just want to skip through the gameplay. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to build Karma. So basically, it's pretty much almost always gonna be the same build. You start with a Spectral Sickle, Luden's Echo, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, Meteor, always Meteor on Karma. Then you go for the Mandate. Yet again, always Mandate. I guess here it depends. If you need anti-healing, you go for the Oblivion Orb. If you are, if you're carrying the game, if you're like 4-0, straight up rush the Rabadon's Death Cap. Otherwise, go for the Staff of Flowing Water. And if you go Rabadon's Death Cap third item, get the Staff of Flowing Water anyways as your fourth item. And then fifth item is whatever, like whatever you need. You're probably never going to reach the fifth item as a support anyways, but like whatever you need. For the runes, you go for Airy, Scorch. Really important to go for Scorch. The early game damage just really hurts the enemy. Here it just whatever you want, like Bone Plating, Adaptive Carapace, whatever you want. The reason that Adaptive Carapace is generally going to be better than Bone Plating is because Karma has shields. So like if you're low HP, not only are you gonna get bonus armor and magic resist, the shield that you'll give yourself is also gonna have that bonus armor and magic resist. That is why on a champion like Karma, I personally prefer Adaptive Carapace because you can buy even more time with your third ability, which is the shield. That's why. And a fourth rune, you go for Hunter Genius. For the spells, you go for Ignite and Flash. Heal and Flash or Ignite and Flash, which is also good if you want to be a little bit more aggressive. So that is it about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. Alright, on to the gameplay. Just some sad news real quick. Has nothing to do with my YouTube channel or anything like that. You guys remember when I talked about my aunt in the video 5 days ago? Unfortunately, she passed away today in the morning. And yeah, it was a really rough time. That's why I didn't upload a video, because honestly I just couldn't, because I really loved my aunt a lot. It's not actually officially my aunt. It's my father's aunt, but like everyone used to call her aunt, auntie aunt. She was like our aunt. And we always used to go to her. And I called her aunt, but she kind of felt like a grandma to me, because I've never really had a grandpa or a grandma. Because like my last grandma died on my birthday when I was 10 years old. So, and she had dementia. So, it's a little bit of a sad story, but a little lesson for you guys out there. People can die any day. She died at the age of 74. So like, if you have a grandpa or a grandma, or even, if you're a bit older, your father, your mother, or like basically anyone, or like an old neighbor, a neighbor that's like 80 years old, visit them, right? Like just visit them, because if you don't, you're gonna regret it. Because like I don't regret it now. Obviously it's sad that she passed away, but at least I visited her. We had a lot of fun together and all that stuff. So that's the life lesson in today's video. And trying to stay strong here. Visit the people you love before it's too late, because when it's too late, you're probably never gonna forgive yourself. Alright, now let's focus on the video. So I'm playing Karma. Karma is a lane bully. She's like a very, very big lane bully, especially because of that first ability. But not only that, something is very underrated about playing lane bullies with Airy. Like Nami, Janna, Karma. And the thing that is underrated is using basic attacks. Now what the hell am I talking about? Basic attacks. So let's say you've used your abilities, you missed your abilities. Okay, for example, I'm playing Karma. I completely missed my first ability. What am I gonna do, right? Like, am I just gonna back off? No. Try to hit one basic attack, and then you back off. Reason being is because your first basic attack, if you miss your abilities, is gonna have the, what is that thing called? I forgot. Wow, my brain is not functioning. The blue thing, the Airy. Your basic attack is gonna proc Airy. So it's gonna be like an empowered basic attack. So like, in the case that you miss your abilities, try to hit a basic attack on the enemy. Of course, don't overextend like crazy to do it, but if you can, if you're close enough, just hit that one basic attack, and you're very likely gonna be out-trading the enemy, because your Airy is gonna be hitting a basic attack as well. But the thing that I'm doing here is, as you can see, I actually rotated to my Gwen, because I had enough time, right? Like I could clearly see Kha'Zix was invading my blue jungle, so I abandoned my lane and I went to the blue buff to help him out. So that got us the kill. If I had not done that, Kha'Zix, oh my god, this guy is crazy. Oh, that was actually beautifully played by Yone. But what was I saying? Yeah, Gwen would have died. If I hadn't helped her, Gwen would have definitely died. Don't really know what the Z is saying. It's probably not something good. But maybe we can assume it's good. Maybe he's saying, nice try, you did a great job. But unfortunately, the enemy killed us. Maybe he said that. Why am I prejudging my teammates here, right? Like, I shouldn't judge that. Ooh. So, a beautiful thing about Karma is when you get Meteor. This is honestly like one of the biggest power stacks. Oh, look at this combo, by the way. Look at how much burst damage you can already deal with Karma. This is early game Karma, by the way. Late game Karma does even more damage. Like, if you're just able to hit all of your abilities, you're gonna do so much damage. And essentially, the way you have to think about Karma is you have 2 empowered abilities. You use your first one, you know, after you get your 3 stacks, and then you ult, which means you're gonna have 2 of them, right? So normally you're gonna use the empowered first ability to engage a fight, then you ult, and then you can use your empowered third ability. Obviously, it depends on the situation what you're gonna do, but like if you don't know what to do, or if you're very new to Karma, this is generally gonna be the best combo in most cases, right? Like use your first ability, hit enemies, slow them. The slow is very important, and then immediately use your ultimate. And if you become a little bit more of an advanced player, immediately use your meteor right after your ultimate as well. So like first ability, ultimate, meteor, third ability. This may sound very complicated, but I promise you, it's actually quite simple. Like it's actually quite simple. Should be a free kill. Yeah, there we go. Very, very nice. You know what's also funny, guys? I don't really work out a lot these days anymore. So my friends, my OG friends that I used to play football with every single day when I was like a very little kid, they occasionally, you know, we occasionally play football like a few times a year. So I played football with them like a week ago, and my body still hurts because of it. It's hilarious because when I used to be a kid, and I think a lot of you guys are gonna have this, right? Like when I used to be a kid, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, I literally used to play football like 6 hours a day, 7 hours, like not even joking. I didn't even drink water during those 6 hours, and I played like a madman. I came home, obviously super thirsty, drank water like crazy, went to bed, went to school the next day, and then immediately played football again. I could do that back in my days, right? Like, but now, but it's honestly my fault, because like I'm not working out a lot. I want to get back into it, of course. But because I'm not working out a lot anymore, my body is so numb after just playing football for 2 hours. We played football for like 2 hours, and it was not even intensive football. It was only really shooting the ball and occasionally running after the ball. So it's like crazy how when you become older and you don't take care of yourself, you get so much weaker than you were young. So like this, like when these types of things happen to me, it's honestly like such a big lesson to me to like really take care of myself and get back into working out, because this is not good. Like I feel horrible, and I feel horrible not necessarily because of the pain. I don't really care about the pain because I'm used to having pain in my body, because I used to work out like almost daily back in the days. It's more that my body can't handle it. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm playing a lot more TFT, by the way, and again, it's really not looking too good for Wild Rift to me. I do not care about revenue or money or any of that, but Wild Rift, the game, is just being very annoying to me. I love Wild Rift. I really, really love Wild Rift, but the matchmaking is absolutely killing the fun for me. So to change it up for myself, to have more fun for me, and so I can have fun making videos for you guys, because if I don't have fun making the videos, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna see that, right? Like, you guys are gonna see that I'm just making videos because I don't enjoy it. I don't want that to happen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna challenge myself during ranked games. I'm gonna play troll builds basically all the time in ranked. AP Ezreal. I remember promising you guys the AP Ezreal video, but I actually didn't follow through with that one, unfortunately. So I really want to make that one happen. So trying to get AP Ezreal. Funnily enough, people are picking Ezreal like every single game for some reason in the games that I'm playing. Not playing that much Wild Rift anymore, but the games that I'm playing, I'm doing a lot of funny troll builds. So you guys can expect future videos to be really, really fun, you know? So just a quick update about the way that I'm approaching Wild Rift right now. I'm playing a lot of TFT, by the way, Teamfight Tactics, and if you guys are not familiar with Teamfight Tactics, it's basically some sort, like, you can compare it to chess, but chess with luck. You know, obviously when you play chess, there is zero luck involved, because it's pure skill. You know, you decide everything. There is no luck. But TFT is like chess with luck, right? You have to play around with your odds a little bit, but if you're a good strategic person, you know what you're doing, you know how to handle everything, you're gonna be very, very good at that game. So it's a really fun game. I love playing it. And what I honestly love more about it is I'm not reliant on teammates anymore, right? Like, it's not a problem to be reliant on teammates, but just me playing Wild Rift and being reliant on the way Wild Rift matchmaking works really, really, like, it annoyed me. It just annoyed me. I didn't want to have teammates anymore, basically. So this is why this game, TFT, is very, very nice for me right now. Because I can just do my own thing. I cannot blame anyone anymore. You know, it's all my fault if I lose. I love that. I honestly love that for right now. I'm also playing a lot of OG PlayStation 2 games. I'm not gonna create content for them, but if you guys ever wanna like really have fun playing games and go back to like some nostalgia trip, you guys should really download emulators. Like, you can, for example, you can download a Nintendo 64 emulator, PlayStation 2 emulator, PlayStation 3 emulator, PlayStation Portable emulator, Nintendo DS, I think it's called, emulator. You can download emulators for everything. Even a Playboy emulator. Or sorry, Playboy emulator. Oh my god. I meant Game Boy emulator, not... Did I really just say... Oh my god. Ignite Wild Rift! How did I say that? I wanted to say Game Boy emulator. And suddenly I said that. I mean, honestly, I've drunk a little bit of alcohol, so maybe that has to do something with it. Playboy emulator, Jesus Christ. Now that cannot be good. Don't try to look up that kind of stuff, guys. I don't think you'll find good stuff. But yeah, what I was saying is, like, you can really go into a trip of nostalgia by downloading some sort of an emulator of a console that you used to play. So like, if you used to play a PlayStation 2 like 15 years ago when you were a kid, you can literally download it on your PC right now and download free games. Make sure you find a safe website, by the way. You download ROMs and you can play any game you want from the PS2. It's absolutely amazing. So like, again, I really, really recommend it, and you should buy like a controller as well. You can even buy the OG PS2 controller and then buy an adapter, but I recommend you just get like a, you know, just a controller like this, just a PC controller or a PS4 controller, whatever you prefer. I'm dominating this game, by the way, on Karma. Like, I'm really, really destroying this enemy. You can clearly see I'm very ahead of this game. I haven't really paid attention to what I've built this game, but I'm assuming that I'm gonna go for a Rabadon's Death Cap this game. I played this game like, I think 3 weeks ago, so I don't really remember what I did anymore. But I'm gonna assume that I went for Rabadon's Death Cap this game because you know, I'm very fed. I've done really, really well this game, so I can afford to go for a Rabadon's Death Cap. I could try to save the Akali here, but I'm just not gonna save her. Like, the only way I could have saved her is if she understood the assignment and ulted towards me. If she ulted towards me, I would have used my third ability and my the heal, you know, the summoner spell, to save her ass. But you know, I went to her, so in case she understood the assignment, I would have saved her, but she didn't understand the assignment, so she just died. I did my job as a support, you know. If she came close to me, I would have saved her. So, yeah. Maybe I could have pinged her, like, I'm coming, you know, I could have pinged her maybe. I think that would have been a better idea, actually. Like, me pinging her, like, I'm coming, you can come to me and I'll save you. Yeah, true. I should have probably pinged her. Maybe I would have saved her if I pinged her right there. Am I really gonna get Staff of Flowing Water? Actually, I mean, it makes sense this game. Even though I'm ahead, because we have an Akali, we have a Gwen. Staff of Flowing Water is really, really nice for Zed as well, for example. Even for Varus. So, like, this particular game, Staff of Flowing Water, is just an incredibly good item. But again, I would love to see myself go for Rabadon's Death. Let's see what I actually decide. Okay, it seems like I'm going for the Staff of Flowing Water. So, I'm taking more of a supportive approach this game. And I do that when I see that I have good teammates. Like, if I see that at least one of my teammates is, you know, good and I can rely on that teammate, I'll actually take the supporting approach more easily than if everyone is really, really bad. But so like in this team, you can see I decided that I wanted to take the supporting approach by taking the Staff of Flowing Water, which is going to make me weaker, but my teammates stronger. So like, yeah, that was my decision this game then. Kha'Zix is really, really close here. Like, he's somewhere here. Yeah, there he is. Help me! I put down the meteor. He couldn't walk into it because I would have just hit him with the meteor. They both should die here. Oh no, he died. Nice. Really, really nice. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you give it a like. It helps the channel and all that kind of stuff. I really hate that I can't do giveaways anymore for Wild Rift. Like, I remember I used to give away so many skins every month. But when they changed the system and when my PayPal got blocked, like both ways of that I used to gift skins got cancelled. So I literally cannot gift skins anymore. It's so sad, honestly. Because I have extra wild cores in Wild Rift, but I can't use them because giving away skins is such a pain in the ass that it's just not worth to do it anymore. Like, oh my god, it's such a pain in the ass. And there was also a glitch in Wild Rift where I couldn't gift to SCA. I took the blue buff, by the way. Where I couldn't gift to SCA anymore. It's just horrible. Plain horrible. Everything was just horrible. Absolutely hate it. I just wish they did things better. So I could gift skins again, you know? Alright, I got my Staff of Flowing Water. We don't really have a tank in our team, though, which can be a problem. But because we're snowballing, you know, we can just one-shot their front line anyways. But if this game gets to, like, the very, very late game, we're gonna start struggling. Because, they have very strong champions against squishes, like Yone, for example. We don't have tanks. We literally have 0 tanks. So Ezreal can just chunk us down. There is no front line that can tank anything. But you can see we're basically winning because we're so unbelievably ahead. And for some reason, this Ezreal went for Iceborne Gauntlet. I cannot explain to you guys why the hell he went for Iceborne Gauntlet. I am AP. Oh, I saved the Varus. You see how I saved him? You look at this. Oh, I saved his ass. I am full AP. Akali is full AP. Gwen is AP and true damage. Why the hell did he go for Iceborne Gauntlet? Did he really do it for the Varus? And even Varus is like 25% AP. Only Zed is like really 100% AD. But it's really, really weird that he would go for an Iceborne Gauntlet. Trinity Force would have been like a million times better this game. Because we're so squishy, he would deal so much damage with it. So it's really weird to see an Ezreal in this elo go for a very bad build. Very, very bad decision making for his build. It's interesting, to say the least. You know, if this happens in like Bronze elo, I get it. But Grandmaster Challenger elo, I can expect people to know how to build in this elo, can't I? I mean... yeah, no, exactly. You know, it's just horrible. Like, you never want to build Iceborne Gauntlet on Ezreal if the enemy is like... there's multiple things. If the enemy has a lot of magic damage, you never go for the Iceborne Gauntlet. Secondly, if your team needs damage, you don't go for the Iceborne Gauntlet either. Now, his team doesn't necessarily need damage because there is a Kha'Zix, Graves, and Yone. But the Iceborne Gauntlet is useless. It's completely, utterly useless. And the enemies are full AD as well. So everything is just messed up in this game. Our team doesn't have a tank. Enemy is full AD. Ezreal has no idea what he's building. So it's just, I don't know. It's just a little bit messed up, to be honest. I can shield him. There we go. Now get the hell out. Save yourself. Look at this. Look at this. Boom. Look at that damage. I just got 60% of Kha'Zix HP. Like, it's nothing. Crazy damage with Karma in the later stages of the game. Especially if you go for that Rabadon's Death Cap. And when you get it. Ooh. I don't even have it yet, I think. But I'm still doing so much damage because we're so ahead in this game. Should be game over because like we got Baron. We can just push this Nexus. This was just such a dominating game. Yeah, there we go. Let's take a look at how much damage I did and everything like that. Let's see. Better than 90% of Karma players. Huh? That's pretty good. 23,000. I did the most damage in my entire team as a Karma support. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of your friends, family, and all of that. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.